Welcome to another D3 plus 1 battle report. This time it is 1500 points of Chaos Space Marines and some allies against, what are yours called again? Lamentors?
Blood Angel Lamentors.
Lamentors. So I'm being led by Typhus, who has a set Warlord trait, Lord of Terror, so he causes fear. My troops are 2 7-man Plague Marine squads. They have no upgrades at all. I also have my usual Havoc squad. They are equipped as you see them with autocannons. I have my bikes, which I haven't used in a long time, and I didn't have time to paint them all. Unfortunately, they've got Mark of Nurgle. There's 2 meltas in them. I'll say the painted guy and the non-painted one with the hair.
Okay.
Why not? 2 Mark of Nurgle Obliterators, and then 4 Mark of Nurgle Chaos Spawn. And then finally we have a bare bones minimum of allies Demons. So it's a greater unclean one, or great unclean one rather, with a bare bones Nurgling squad. So I had some psychic powers to roll for, and also some demon rewards. So my greater unclean one, he got Miasma of Pestilence from the Plague psychic power tree, and then he got Enfeeble and Life Leech from Biomancy. His lesser reward was Cleaving Strikes. That means any to hit roll, was it, or to win roll?
Any to hit roll of a 6 becomes strength 10.
Okay, so which doesn't matter too much because he's monstrous anyway. And his 2 greater ones gave him 4+ Feel No Pain and +1 Wound, and it will not die. Oh, and also Typhus got Weapon Virus and Gift of Contagion for his psychic powers.
Okay, and here we have 1500 points of Blood Angels Lamentors. Don't let the colours throw you off. Leading the charge, we have a Reclusiarch in power armour. He's got a jump pack. He has a plasma pistol as well. There are 2 assault squads, 2 10-man assault squads. One of which has 2 flamers, that's that one there, and the other one has 2 melter guns. The sergeants are just bare bones, they don't have power swords unlike Model Dom. There are 2 sanguinary priests. They both have jump packs.
No, I don't.
That is Brother Cubillo, but no, he is just a sanguinary priest. They don't have anything special, anything fancy. We have 2 Battle Predators. One of these looks a bit like a blue rhino, but they're 2 Battle Predators.
He's incognito.
He's incognito. They both have twin-linked assault cannons and heavy bolter side sponsons. We also have, rounding things off, Terminator Squad, Terminator Assault Squad. As you see here, actually, the sergeant has double lightning claws. The rest of them have Thunderhammer and Storm Shield, and we have a Land Raider. The Land Raider has twin-linked heavy bolter, 2 twin-linked glass cannons. It has a multi-melter, and that's about
What
it.
did you give it the multi-melter for? You just forget you have it like I did.
You forget.
Also, it's freshly painted, yet you get to use it before I do.
Good.
Hopefully he will not try and kill it then.
Okay, we have deployed, and we got the Emperor's Will for the mission, so that's 1 objective each in our deployment zone, and you're looking at the Blood Angels one over there. Mine is there. Night fighting is on, and we got, I've already forgotten the deployment type.
Dawn of
War. Okay, we've got Dawn of War as the deployment type. I have my Nurglings hidden over here. They were going to infiltrate, but I just put them in my deployment anyway, pretty much. I think that's it, unless you want to try and steal initiative.
Yeah, sure. I will try and steal the initiative.
Okay. It would be good if you had a die ready, but whatever.
Oh, he steals.
Okay then. Blood Angels turn 1.
Okay, end of Blood Angels turn 1. The Land Raider moved up, Assault Squad moved up behind it, 2 battles moved up through the centre of these 2 ruins.
We did dangerous terrain on 1.
I did my dangerous terrain check, it was fine. This Assault Squad moved up here. The 2 Battle Predators were out of range to shoot their twin-linked autocannons, but they fired their heavy bolter sponsons at this squad of Plague Marines here, took 1 guy down. The Land Raider fired a last cannon shot into the Obliterator there and took off a wound. It also fired its heavy bolter, twin-linked heavy bolter at this squad
using machine spirit, so it's fine.
Shooting at the squad of spawn,
yes,
and took off a wound. I should have done it in a different order, because then I could have been able to fire the other last cannon and all sorts of
ended
bells.
your turn pivoted slightly, yeah.
But never mind.
Okay, end of the first Chaos turn. Not much happened, so this is going to be a fairly quick recap. Typhus and the Plague Marine moved up and ran a little bit. The bikes moved up originally, and because I wasn't in 2d6 for armor penetration range with my meltas, I just decided to fly out to give them a better save and move them out of the way a little bit. Havocs were out of range of anything because of night fighting. My Obliterators moved up. They used last cannons this turn to fire at the Land Raider, and I rolled 2 2s when I was rolling to hit.
That was unfortunate.
That was very unfortunate.
And his Nurgles are still hiding.
Yes, my Nurglings up there are doing nothing. My Chaos Spawn moved into this forest, which we decided beforehand is going to be mysterious, so I'm about to roll to find out what it is now. It is a 5.
It is Overgrown Spinethorn.
That doesn't sound very good for my...
Units in Overgrown Spinethorn receive a 2+ cover save against wounds, glancing, and penetrating hits caused by grenades. The grenades of units who are within an Overgrown Spinethorn, or those whose move takes them through any part of any Overgrown Spinethorn, have no effect that phase. So basically, you get 2+ cover save against grenades.
Wow.
I just won't throw any grenades at you.
Can you spend your next turn throwing grenades, please?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay, end of Blood Angel's turn 2. You can see the Land Raider moved up, 2 Predators moved up, the Assault Squad over here jumped over the building, this Assault Squad over here jumped up behind the Land Raider. Charges aplenty. The Terminators came out and charged the bikes. Prior to the charges taking place, the Land Raider tried to shoot at the spawn more or less with last cannons. They just blasted the trees apart. Cover saved them pretty well.
Yep.
The 2 Bal Preds as well shot into the Plague Marines over here. I managed to take 1 out with the 2 Bal Preds to got 1 Plague Marine. That squad of Assault Marines shot away at the Obliterators, and I killed the first one with the plasma pistol from the Reclusiarch.
And you put a wind on the second one.
Yeah. So then we charged. The Terminators annihilated the bikers and then consolidated this
Just
direction.
moved them out of the way, that's why they're kind of in a line back.
Yeah. And the Assault Squad over here, did I end up killing just 1?
3.
No, 3
So you did
wounds.
3, so one's outright dead and 1 wound.
3 wounds, and I managed to make my armor saves against the returning attacks.
Also, we should point out you rolled a die and it landed right there.
Threw it in the air and it landed right there in the Twin Link Last Cannons.
So it's staying there now.
And the assault over here, well, you can see what happened. The Obliterators got smushed by all those Assault Marines.
You consolidated 2.
And I consolidated just a little bit.
Okay, end of the second Chaos turn. Unfortunately, I had a bit of string of bad luck once again. It was mostly combats, but shooting first, they rapid fired into the Terminators and managed to take out 2. That was about the only bit of luck I had. These Plague Marines rapid fired into these and took out 2, but they're fearless, so didn't really do anything. My Nurglings moved up the table a little bit down there. My Havocs, who did they fire into again? Was that the Terminators?
No, they shot into there as well. I think they will kill
Oh,
the
were
2.
they the ones that got the 2? Okay,
Yeah.
so actually they did nothing.
Yeah, feeling a pain save.
In combat, Typhus charged. He managed to take a wound. I issued a challenge because I had to. The sergeant refused. He took a wound off of the 2 there. Although he got 6 for his demon weapon, I rolled appallingly for hit rolls.
Oh, yeah.
And only got
didn't
3 in.
manage to- And we only remembered after the fact I did Gift of Contagion on them, so they actually had 1 less attack each. We rolled to see whether we were going to do it again, and we didn't. So that has to stay in play. And finally over here, the spawn, I took 4 wounds in total from the Assault Marines, so 1 other spawn is dead, and this one here is down to 1 wound. And I killed 1 on the hitbacks.
Yep.
And that is it. My Great Unclean One did not come in from reserve, sad face.
Go.
Yeah.
Okay, end of Blood Angel's turn 3. Land Raider moved back a little bit, anticipating certain things coming on the board. Shot its last cannons and stuff at all sorts of bells and whistles.
You can't remember, can you?
I believe I shot the last cannon over into these
Yeah, I
guys.
believe you killed a Plague Marine or 2 with the Land Raider.
And the heavy bolter was shot into the same squad as well, I believe. And I don't think I think I got 2 guys out of that squad.
Yeah, you broke the rule of 1 per turn.
This Battle Predator moved up and shot into the Plague Marines, I think it did in the end. I think I took 1 of them
Yeah,
off.
he took 1 down over
died
here.
there before any charge happened.
This one moved over here and failed its difficult terrain test. So it got stuck, immobilized on here.
You did fire the heavy bolter then, though.
But then I turned the heavy bolt around to fire over at this. I don't think I got anything with that either.
Yeah.
Been pretty bad luck with my battles today. What else happened there? So we had the assault over here. I managed to whittle it down to 1 wound left on 1
Hang on,
spawn.
we realised last turn you rolled as if it was still a charge, so this turn we took an attack away from everybody
That's
to
true.
make up for it.
I made 1 extra attack by the looks of things, but
But in the end, even with the spawn getting their armor save,
Yeah, well-
failed all 4 armor saves on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so there's 1 left on 1 wound.
Over here, combat with Typhus still ongoing.
Killed 1 turn.
He killed 1 Terminator off. We didn't do any wounds in return.
morale held on them.
Yeah, they did. This squad of Assault Marines and the Reclusiarch jumped into the Plague Marines, Hammer of Wrath, splattered a few guys. Reclusiarch mopped up. I didn't even have to roll for attacks with the rest of the Assault Marines. And
The only
then
thing that went my way was the challenge between
Yes.
my space champion and your squad leader. He killed him and then got spawnhood, so he is now a one-man little Nurgle
the
spawn.
one-man Nurgle spawn.
We did want a demon prince,
I
but
did, but sadly, one day it will happen.
One day.
One day. Okay, end of Chaos turn 3. My Greater Unclean one came in. I wanted him to land there, and the bad luck didn't end. He scattered 11 inches, so he's now stuck over there. Shooting, I only had 2 units left to shoot with. The Plague Marines here and the Havocs, they both fired into this squad and didn't kill a single thing, I believe, or did they kill one thing? I can't remember because the corpses are still
I don't see a change.
No, you didn't.
No. Okay, no, they did absolutely nothing. So then it went on to Assault. Oh wait, no, yeah, Assault, sorry. My Chaos Spawn, my new Chaos Spawn, charged into the bow, or what may look like a rhino, but it's a bow, and got 1 glance on it. Typhus, he did the -1 attack, Psychic Power again, and stomped 1 Terminator there. He issued a challenge which was refused again, so now it's just him and the Sergeant left, so we'll get him next turn. And over here, my final spawn died because he didn't get an armor save in his mutation, so they consolidated back there, and I think that's it.
he's just the
Oh, I
lion
gave, this squad Get Hot again with Gift of Mutation or Contagion or whatever it was called.
Okay, end of Blood Angel's turn 4. This Battle Predator here is finally able to shoot at something. Shot the heavy bolt on the side there at these Nurglings. I failed to get past their crazy armor save. Like shrouded and
they were obscured, so we gave them a
this Assault Squad here jumped back, moving towards my objective here. The Land Raider moved up, blocking a bit of line of sight. This Baal moved out of, because obviously they're not stuck in combat, so it moved out and shot at that
both
spawn,
shot at the spawn,
leaving him on one
one
wound there. Over here, Typhus managed
won
to
combat.
win
He
combat. He very, very nearly rolled Demon Print. Spawn.
again, but luckily he got 24,
Eternal Warrior.
which is Eternal
Warrior. Consolidated over here. Assault Squad moved up, jumped into combat with the Plague Marines, and there is
I just
one
realised
left.
I never hit back because I was just expecting to die.
Oh, yeah. Well, yes, that's a good point.
Okay, so I'm
Yes.
hitting on.
Yeah, you
hitting on
managed to
forward
survive
wounded
after
force,
11
so
wounds.
1 wound and then poison, so this is re-rolling. 1 save. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Feel no pain.
I
Nope.
killed 1!
Kill one.
Hooray!
I think you managed to save like you lost 1 guy out of 10
I did do a lot of
wounds.
saves there, yeah.
And that was
Good.
about it.
The end of Chaos turn 4, and my Nurglings are still creeping up the corner there just to secure Linebreaker. For
They
the
are
hill.
marching. Look at the distance they were
Yeah.
from the battle.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to get to play with my Greater Unclean one really because of the horrific mishap during his Deep Strike. I don't mean literal mishap, I just mean he scattered wildly. My Chaos Spawn decided to go after the immobilised Baal because it's immobilised, so he automatically hit. Didn't even manage to glance the thing.
It's just clawing at the back door. Let me in!
Yeah. Now, what was fun, my Havocs, since there was nothing else to shoot at that they could actually wound because the Land Raider's too strong, they shot at this Baal and glanced it to death because it already had 1 glance from the spawn in the previous turn. So it's now a smoking wreck and line of sight blocking, unfortunately, so the Havocs are still going to have an issue shooting and stuff. Over here, Typhus joined the battle ongoing here. He challenged, because he has to, the Reclusiarch.
Yep.
Accepted. I decided to do Destroyer Hive because, I tried to do a Psychic Power on the turn coming in.
And got perils,
And
yes.
got perils. The perils that still meant it happened, so they had, did you take the -1 attack into account when you were doing these rolls?
You didn't get it because you...
No, I did.
Oh,
I,
so-
I didn't matter because you didn't actually kill the 1 Plague Marine that survived, but remember for...
Next
Yeah,
turn,
right.
you're -1 attack.
Okay, so yeah, the Plague Marine actually managed to survive the onslaught and managed to kill 1 of them back. Typhus didn't take any wounds. He used Destroyer Hive, as I said. We weren't sure how to do wounds from Destroyer Hive because they're in a challenge. The blast got 2 of the other Assault Marines that were here, so and I did 3 wounds. So we said that I did 2 wounds. Sorry. We said that they went on the Assault Marines, but we're not sure how to handle it because it's in combat. It's not shooting. So either way. Because they're fearless, nothing happened here. So they're locked in a challenge, and that 1 Plague Marine lives on.
Okay, end of Blood Angel's turn 5. This Battle Predator here used its side spawns, etc. to basically obliterate that little spawn.
Oh yeah, just knock him over, why don't you?
I did try to flame him first, but I didn't get anything with that. Land Raider completely blocking line of sight from the Havocs down to the Assault Marines there. Fired his last cannon and vaporised one of them, stuck it in the face.
Yep.
Over here, Typhus, challenge, killed Reclusiarch, demon weapon, etc.
No, force weapon.
Force weapon.
I only did 1 wound in combat.
But is the demon weapon a force weapon as well?
Yes, it's
Yes.
his one. Man Reaper is demon.
Told you, he's nasty.
That's fine, right? Okay, and the Plague Marine didn't kill any of my assault
And he
marines,
didn't
and they didn't kill him either.
Which
Which is all I needed to do was to kill that one last marine, but never mind.
So my turn 5 coming up.
Yes.
Okay, end of Chaos turn 5, and we have decided to call it here, although I think we are going to roll to see if it would have played. It wouldn't have
Doesn't.
anyway, so it's at the end anyway. Because there's no actual way I can win this now because of what's happened. So my Great Unclean one did nothing. Hopefully in the next game we play might be able to do something. My Nurgle, what are they called? Nurglings?
Nurglings.
They secured the line breaker, that's about it. My Havocs fired at this ball, did one glance I believe.
Yes.
Yep. So what
No, it was a
happened?
pen. Because I
Oh, it
got
was a pen.
snapshots.
That was right, yeah. But yeah, and I made you snapshot, yeah. So what happened here was Typhus rolled a 1 for his demon weapon, and I failed Feel No Pain, so he died. And we decided to do a test because I didn't do the psychic power, and I did just a test just for fun. Rolled 2 1s.
It was to test to see if he was going to like remove their attack and thing again.
So I would have
and
killed myself twice over probably. Also,
no,
we realised
that would have been all 4 wounds.
of his 4 wounds. If that had counted, that would have been all 4 because he lost 2 to demon weapon, rolling 1s on it, and 1 to a failed psychic power.
And Typhus normally never dies.
Yeah. So at least
And
he
an
had
Eternal Warrior in this game too.
Yes.
an Eternal Warrior. Oh yeah,
he took down-
They finished off my last pure Plague Marine there and secured the
Take-
objectives. So he held both objectives and he got first blood. So he wins by that because we both have Slay the Warlord and we both have Lightbreaker.
Yeah.
So that's where it ended. And my VIP is once again that one Plague Marine that refuses to die.
I mean, he saved about 10 wounds. More than Typhus.
Yes,
I don't know.
I killed Typhus.
I would probably say the Terminators. I know it's a kind of a cheesy thing to say for an MVP, but the Terminators, they pretty much removed bikes from the game, right? Which could have made a big difference to my vehicles with the melt that you had.
Possibly, yes.
They also held up Typhus for quite a considerable length of time.
Oh, I quite like that Plague Marine that turned into a spawn actually. He glanced the tank and then he poked the back of that one but didn't do anything to it.
So well, we've got 2 contending VPs for the Chaos Space Marine.
That's it? Anything else? Also, I hear sirens in the background.
Quick, run! It's the cops!
They've heard what I did to Typhus and they're coming together.
Stay tuned for more.
Yes.
Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know if you want to see any specific matchups. Yeah.
New smoke.
New smoke.